Welcome back to Homestead Corner. I'm Ginny, and today I have got a $50 canned meat stock up haul from Walmart. So I was able to run into Walmart and check out the canned meat section. I was looking to beef up some of my canned meats in my pantry, and when I got there, they had 0 hams and some of the stuff was missing. They've really shrunk down the size of the meat section. It is just one small section, one for fish on one side, and on the other side it is just their meat. And they had a few holes. They had like tons of chicken, tons of corned beef hash, and they had a bunch of tuna, but none of the Walmart brand tuna, because that is substantially cheaper than the other brands. So I did the best I could with a $50 budget and stocked up, and it was like $50.62 was my total. So I went a tiny bit over, but a few cents is okay. And with the prices rising, I really think it is so important to get as much as you can in your pantry right now, because later on it is only going to be more expensive. Whenever there are shipping problems, whenever there's gas problems, shortage problems, anything like that, it stresses out the other areas. And we can still see holes and things like that in the stores. They seem to be getting a little better for the moment. Will it last? We don't know. Might last a little while, might not. You just never know. So making sure that you have what you and your family need is super, super important. So let's jump into this haul and see what I got. So I was able to get a 2-pack of Spam, just the regular Spam. They did have a couple of the flavored Spams. Those are good as well, but they are quite a bit more. It's to buy 2 individual cans, it's almost $1 more at our local stores. So I decided to just get the 2-pack, and we'll spruce it up with something good anyway. And then I grabbed a 6-pack of the Vienna sausages. These are great. You can fry these up for breakfast, which is super handy with some eggs and taters. You know, it's just a fast, easy breakfast. And you can cut these up and use them like little pieces of hot dogs in spaghetti or mac and cheese or anything like that also. So they're really inexpensive. These were only like $2.40, I think. Let's see, where are those? Vienna. Oh no, they are $4.66 for 6 cans now. So they are definitely jumping in price. I don't know what I was looking at that was 2 something. Not that. And then I got a 4-pack of the Starkist, I think it's the Chunk Light tuna in water. Tuna fish is wonderful. There are so many things you can do with it, and it really is a great protein. Fish is always good in your diet and so good for you. So whenever you can get fish in there, I think it's a definite must. All right, what else did we get here? I also grabbed 2 of the canned corned beefs. They come with a little key on the side. There was a few missing the keys, so definitely check that out to make sure they're there. If not, they could definitely be opened with a regular can opener. So they will, just to have a little something different. I don't normally buy canned corned beef. I like to can my own, but things are limited, and corned beef right now in fresh corned beef is just, I can't pay that. It's too expensive. I think it was like almost $10 a pound. So that's not something that's in our budget. So little by little, building up your pantry is definitely the best way to go. And if it's $20 here and $10 there, it's a little something. And over time, those little something hauls really add up to your pantry. And the next thing, oh, these were 2 something. The next thing were these little jars of dried beef. These are super good. Back in the Depression, they made chipped beef with stuff like this. It was great. Creamed beef. There's a bunch of different names for it. But these are great. You can do a lot with it. If you rinse it off, you can get a lot of that salt flavor off it, which is nice. And just, again, another little something to add into meal rotations to stretch stuff out the best we can in these crazy times. And then I got some of the Armour corned beef hash. This is my favorite. They had a ton of brands of corned beef hash. That was the one thing that I noticed they really had a decent variety of. Probably the best variety of everything was corned beef hash. They had a whole bunch of different brands. So I did get 4 cans of the corned beef hash. I really love that with eggs for breakfast. It's delicious. And then I also grabbed 2 cans of the Atlantic pink salmon. We love to make salmon patties or salmon loaf. Again, fish is one of those things that is wonderful to have in your diet to get all those omega-3s and stuff like that. So we like to keep a good supply of salmon on hand, and it makes a beautiful soup and all kinds of stuff. Really, you can go all kinds of ways. And I do use this in like a seafood chowder, which is a super simple, easy meal. If you have canned crab meat, I got a couple cans of this as well. Canned crab meat, you can make crab salad sandwiches, or I like to mix it with the salmon, and I will throw in a can of clams or whatever I have on hand. I like the little tiny shrimp in the can. Those are nice to toss in there, and you can make a beautiful stew or chowder or something like that. Really good for you, and a soup or stew really stretches out your meats, which is wonderful. And so a couple cans of crab meat, and then I did get 1 can of the fancy crab meat. I wanted to get some of the little shrimps, but they did not have any shrimps at all in the store. None of the little teeny canned ones. And those canned ones are excellent for shrimp salad sandwiches, or, you know, all kinds of recipes. You can toss them into stir fries, really stretch them out. There's tons of different things. We have even put them in like little egg rolls and all sorts of stuff. And but that is it for my $50 budget canned meat haul. This is what was available of the stuff that we liked. And you know, I think it's really important to make sure that you are checking all around different stores to see what is available. And when you see something that you and your family love, definitely grab it while you can. It'll be cheaper now than it's going to be in 3 months or 6 months or a year. So snag those puppies up. And that is it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!